Could the suffering of Anand Sharma, the first semester student who fell prey to ragging, be prevented? Did the university management give a deaf ear to Anand's plight? Well, sensational details have now come to fore, which has exposed the laxity of the university management. It is learned that on November 17, Anand had written to the hostel warden about the atrocities being meted out to him. In fact, Anand has named at least 10 students who have been wrecking him since the past few days. However, no action was taken by the management despite Anand's call for help. The 10 names as mentioned by Anand in the letter have been identified as Nayanjit Nath, Devashish Bishwas, Srimando Hazarika, Chao Bhaskar Gogoi, Navadip Sharma, Gamal Kakori, and Chao Hussein Kham Changpung. Yes, viewers, what you are watching right now is a sensational revelation that was made by a letter. Sensational details have now come to fore, which has exposed the laxity of the University of Dibrugarh and its management. It is learned that on November 17, Anand had written to the hostel warden about the atrocities meted out to him. In fact, Anand has named at least 10 students who have been ragging him since the past few days. However, no action was taken by the management despite Anand's call for help. The 10 names as mentioned by Anand in the letter are Nayanjit Nath, Devashish Bishwas, Srimando Hazarika, Chao Bhaskar Gogoi, Navadip Sharma, Gamal Kakori, and Chao Hussein Kham Changpung. And meanwhile, the Dibrugarh University rusticated 3 students for their alleged misconduct. The order issued by the university on November 17, 3 rusticated students have been identified as Lapta Pratim Das, Hemanga Puyan, and Ankur Hadiborwa. On the other hand, the management had also barred the entry of 2 former students into the university campus. The 2 students, David Hazarika and Rupul Bora, were barred from entering the university premises. Yes, viewers, that's right. The Dibrugarh University had earlier rusticated 3 students for their alleged misconduct. The order issued by the university on November 17, 3 rusticated students have been identified as Laptop Radim Das, Hemanga Huyan, and Angur Hadiporwa. On the other hand, the management had also barred the entry of 2 former students into the university campus. The 2 students, David Hazarika and Rubul Bora, were barred from entering into the university premises. Yes, so after the shocking revelation, after the shocking incident of the raking that almost cost the life of a student at Dibrugarh University, now it has come to the notice that the Dibrugarh University had earlier rusticated 3 students for their alleged misconduct. Now, the order that was issued by the Dibrugarh University, in the order 3 students they were rusticated. Yes, and so to get more insights on this and to know what are the latest developments as far as the Dibrugarh University raking case is concerned, I am being joined by my colleague Ripunjoy Das. So Ripunjoy, good morning to you. If you can hear me, here I have a few questions for you. So is this turning out to be a clear case of apathy by the hostel warden? Could the entire incident have been avoided if the warden had taken prompt and timely action? Yes, Ripunjoy.
Yes, definitely, because we have been tracking this right throughout the day yesterday, and during the press conference, and so we had deliberately put in this question, strongly put in this question, in fact, to the varsity registrar, Dr. Pamananda Sonwal, but he was almost all at sea and was unable to answer the question that why, despite this, okay, some students have been rusticated, suspended, they have been debarred from class, debarred from entry into the campus. But these things are okay. But why the warden is not taken into the ambit of the investigation? This is the big question which has been doing the round yesterday also at the campus and all around in Dibrugarh. So, Chipen, this is the main issue now. The warden, they are appointed by the university administration with specific task to see that the hostel operate in a function in a disciplined way. But it is total lackluster attitude of the administration, Chipen, that they have kept, despite the students demanding, the family members demanding, they have totally kept the warden. Now we have a suspicion, Chipen, that is the administration trying to protect the warden in case, who knows, that more things might come out like this sensational letter which Northeast Live had exclusively accessed yesterday, during which Anand Sharma had complained to the warden about these students. Chipen, who knows that if timely action would have been initiated by the warden himself, the boy could have the fate he is into, the condition he is battling for his life. That is the main issue, Chipen. Is battling for his life in life and his in the hospital. So this is the big question, and this will be keeping on. Will we keep track on this today also, Chipen?
Yes, indeed, Ripunjoy. Thank you very much for your input. So that was my colleague Ripunjoy Das. So as he has rightly mentioned, the authorities, the Dibrugarh University authorities, instead of taking prompt action, instead of responding to the demand made by the students community, the parents, and instead of firing or instead of taking action against the warden, it seems that the management is doing something else, and instead they are likely protecting the warden. So meanwhile, our colleague Ripunjoy Das is keeping a close track of this unfortunate incident, and he will be bringing us more updates to which we will be updating our viewers. And meanwhile, the All Assam Students Union, or the AASU, has rejected the steps taken by the Dibrugarh University against the accused students involved in the wrecking incident. In a letter, the AASU said the action taken against the students was minimal. Further, the ASU also demands action against the hostel warden. Yes, viewers, so amidst all the controversy, amidst this big incident, unfortunate incident, the All Assam Students Union, they have come up with a strong criticism against the Dibrugarh University, and they have rejected the step taken by the Dibrugarh University, wherein they said that the Dibrugarh University has not, the action taken against the accused students was minimal. Yes, that's right. The ASU has said that the action against the accused student was minimal. Yes, and further, the AASU also demands action against the hostel warden. And this demand is not just by the AASU, but this demand has been placed by the entire students community and the parents as well. Yes, and meanwhile, the prime accused, Rahul Chetri, is still at large. Although the Dibrugarh police raided Chetri's residence, no clue was found about his whereabouts. Notably, Rahul Chetri, a former student, had brutally beaten up Anand Sharma by tying him up in the hostel room. And the victim of the brutal wrecking, Anand Sharma, who jumped from the second floor of the hostel to escape his tormentors, has given his first statement post the incident. Speaking exclusively to Notice Live correspondent Ripunjoy Das, Sharma said that irrespective of whatever has happened, he doesn't want anyone's career to be affected. Sharma said that while he hasn't yet forgiven the perpetrators, he doesn't want the wrecking incident to affect anyone's career.
आज जो यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट को रेस्टिकेट किया है ना, तो उस बारे में क्या बोलेगा?
प्रथम कथा मैं निविचारों जे कि मोर कारण हक बा कार कारण हक स्टूडेंटर लाइफ बर्बाद हक बोले एटू निविचारों किन्तु ताहांती एटू जिद्दु आছিলে जिद्दु ताहांती কৰিছিলে ताहांती तार फलটো পাইছে
सो তুমি কি ইহঁতক মাফ কৰি দিব খুজিছা?
মই তাৰে মাফ কৰিব বিচাৰা নাই কিন্তু তাৰে পঢ়া কেৰিয়াৰখিনি বৰবাদ হ'ব নালাগে আছে কিন্তু মইতো নিবিচাৰোঁ মানে মোৰ নিজৰ এবছৰ লছ হ'ব কিন্তু মোক বেলেগৰ নহওক যাতে তেনেকৈ
এতিয়া কেনেকুৱা লাগি আছে গাটো?
অলপ ভাল পাইছোঁ
ট্ৰিটমেণ্টটো ভাল পাইছা? বাহিৰত যাব খুজিছা নেকি?
And it may be mentioned that as per the FIR filed, the victim, Sharma, was being mentally and physically tortured since November 26th. In fact, the accused Rahul Chetri, Dinia Chori Kokoi, Suprajit Barua, Niranjan Thakur and Kalyan Datta also allegedly threatened to kill Sharma. Unable to bear the atrocities, the victim, on the pretext of going to the bathroom, jumped from the second floor of the hostel at around 10:30 a.m. on Sunday to save himself from the extreme mental and physical torture.